Welcome to the Hired Not Fired podcast, brought to you by The Real Me, the soft skills first talent solution that helps employers hire entry level employees with better developed soft skills such as communication, problem solving, or emotional intelligence. Join us as we sit down with hiring managers, talent leaders, and others and get insider tips to help Gen Z stand out and get hired. Let's dive in. Hi there, it's Dr. Deb Samuels-Peretz for The Real Me, and I am excited to welcome you to this new episode of Hired Not Fired. I have a wonderful guest for you today. I have Cici Lyne from PTC. Cici is an early careers talent acquisition consultant at PTC. She runs the U.S. intern program and recruits for all early career roles, including their BDR classes and rotational program. There's also something else special about Cici. She is a member of Gen Z who did the job search and found a wonderful job that she loves. So I know you're going to enjoy hearing from her. Welcome, Cici.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Well, I'm delighted to have you here. And let me dive in and ask you to tell us a little bit about PTC. What do you do? What services do you offer?
Yeah, absolutely. So, PTC is a global tech company. I am in the headquarters here in Boston, more specifically, our Seaport office. What we do is we help businesses design, make, manage products better. So, we use tools like computer aided design, product lifecycle management, IoT. And what we do is we really help connect the physical and digital worlds and help teams work together more efficiently.
That's kind of interesting. Connect the physical and digital worlds. Can you
Yeah.
tell us a little bit more about that? And
Yeah.
I know you do something with augmented reality also. Maybe I think people would like to hear about that too.
Yeah. Absolutely. So basically, what that means is PTC helps take ideas from concept to reality faster and more efficiently. So I guess, for example, engineers can design products in 3D, manage all the information about those products in one place, and, even use something like augmented reality to see how the product would work in the real world, all before it's actually made. Our customers and their teams work together, avoid mistakes, and get better products to customers faster.
Yeah, that's fascinating. And what kind of entry level positions do you typically hire for?
Yeah. So with our intern program, we have, really across the entire business between product, sales, marketing, software engineering. And then for entry level full time roles, I mostly focus on our business development representatives. So anyone in sales. And then also we have a rotational program, which is a 2-year program fresh out of school. So you'll do 4 different rotations, 6 months each across the business, and you can either take a business track or a technical track. So it's a pretty competitive program.
Mhm.
So this year we had 10 spots on the rotational
Mhm.
program. So we had 8 business and 2 technical, and we will always offer it up externally as well.
Mhm.
We do 2 rounds of interviews. In the first round, we keep it just to our intern class. And from there, we fill out the rest of the class externally, or interns also have the opportunity to interview the second round as well.
Okay. Well, let's dive in a little bit and hear more about the internship. So is it a summer internship? Is it during the school year as well? How long is it?
Yeah, so it's a 10-week internship from June until August. I'd say like 99% of it is Boston based.
Mhm. Okay. And how do you go about choosing the applicants from so many? I imagine you get many applicants. How do you go about choosing who to bring in for the interview or who to offer the internship for?
Yeah, it really depends on the role because something like a software engineer can be a little bit more black and white on which technical skills they have. But overall, what I'm looking for when I'm screening interns, I'm really looking for someone to sell themselves specifically. So, don't be vague with this answer, sharing concrete examples of the previous work that you have and how it could correlate to an internship at PTC. And on top of that, someone that also really wants to work at PTC in particular, and they've done their homework. So what I mean by that is, I don't want to hear I love tech. I want to work for a tech company. I'd rather hear about our company's mission, our products, our vision, why that resonates with you. So I can get a deeper understanding of, I know this person has put in the work and that they really want to be here. And
Hmm.
that will set someone apart from others.
Yeah. I've been hearing that a lot recently that companies really want to see applicants that want to work at their specific company as opposed to just work anywhere.
Mhm.
Now, you did say you look for them to share concrete examples from their previous work. Well, what do you do when we're talking about students who, their previous work might just be some part-time summer job that they had?
Yeah, I'd love to hear about the part-time summer work. Like, I think no one's expecting you to have, 15 years of experience when, you're just finishing up your sophomore year. So maybe you've led a project at school, maybe you've worked as a server and you want to go into a sales role. There's a lot of skills that translate over.
Hmm.
Even just like solving a problem, doing a class project, you can pull from any sort of experience as long as it's relevant.
Okay. And so long as they have some sort of real example that can be of a transferable
Exactly.
skill.
Yeah.
And of the interns that you do have, do you end up offering them a full-time position? How many? I mean, how big of a pipeline is your internship program for you for PTC?
Yeah. So we were able to convert 30% of the interns to full time hires this year. It really depends on headcount across the business.
Hmm. And for those who are want the engineering or the tech track, what kind of background are you looking for them?
Yeah. So I'd say the majority is software engineering internships at PTC, specifically in our Onshape unit. We have a ton of intern conversions there as well. We
Hmm.
just hired 6 in the past month or so to go full time.
Wow.
And, there we're really looking for you to be able to showcase in person or on a technical interview remotely that you are able to perform any of the technical skills that you have on your resume. So you should feel prepared that if you have C++ on your resume, that the hiring manager will ask you to do it on site.
Okay. Okay. And is a BA enough? Do they have to have a college degree? Is it more skills based?
So what we look for our internship program is you have to be enrolled in school. So we've had, high school interns and we've also had master's students. So we honestly we've seen it all.
Uh, yeah. Well, that's great. And you also said that you search outside of your internship program also. So you also have entry level positions that people can apply for that aren't interns.
Yeah.
Great. Now, do you have any interesting stories to share about what makes a great intern that, that's like, oh, this is someone we want to offer a full time position? Or, what's a classic newbie mistake that an intern makes that ends up they don't get offered a position?
Yeah. So this past summer, I really wanted to focus on professionalism because I understand that, at college, you might not be being taught how to act in the workplace. And this is a lot of people's first time into the corporate world. So I would say what always stands out to me, honestly, little things like manners, saying thank you after a session, you know, um, putting your most professional self forward, even if that means dressing up a little bit more. We do a lot of things in person, bringing a notebook, writing down notes, staying off your phone, um, as well as, maybe if you're interviewing, bringing a hard copy of your resume. These little things that you do are definitely noticed.
Hmm.
And, I guess you could say these like rookie mistakes that an intern could make is just kind of showing that they don't care or, again, the phone time, our interns, we had 25,000 applicants. So I really tried to
Wow.
instill in all of them, to take
Wait.
up
25,000 applicants for how many spots?
76.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I really want them to make the most of their 10 weeks. It flies by. And, you never know who's going to be your boss. You never know what part of the organization that you could end up in. So you always want to be putting your most professional self forward.
Hmm. Well, that's great advice. Cici, I really appreciate all this, and I'm sure the listeners found it really valuable. And I look forward to our next conversation where we're going to dig in a little more to what you can share, especially about your own journey as a Gen Zer who, found this great job. So stay tuned, everyone. Cici will be back.
Thank you.